Boom. It's time for Science Sunday.
Science Sunday is back.
We sort of have a maybe cliche, but it just never gets old for me. This thing is awesome. We got our pumpkin. I'm going to bring out some dry ice here.
Oh, yeah, move the pretzels. Don't ruin the pretzels.
Move the pretzels. It takes a little bit to set up.
Got 'em, you guys.
Move the electronics. Move the pretzels. Put on your goggles.
And gloves.
Put on your gloves.
You need a little bit of protection. That's what she said.
Hey, Joel.
Joel's back.
But anyways, while we're getting the stuff out, my mug froze, by the way. It was in there. Dry ice is what we're dealing with today. It's Halloween kind of staple, because it obviously there's smoke everywhere.
I have two different gloves.
I only have
You
one.
have.
OJ.
Take this one. You got your lefty. Just take both of them.
Oh, it's its mate.
So
I am complete.
Also, if you're listening to the podcast, go on YouTube and look us up on YouTube and subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, you're not seeing any of this and just hearing the weird sounds and the squealing of the dry ice. So definitely check out the YouTube video and watch what we're doing because
It's gonna
really
be cool.
fun. Yeah, it's really cool.
yeah, so dry ice is carbon dioxide. I don't know. A lot of people don't even know that much about dry ice. So I
Nope.
mean, it's kind of like negative 109 degrees Fahrenheit cold. Okay, so I think they actually make it by applying pressure and getting a super cold freezer. So,
That's cold.
yeah, it's real cold. So I'm gonna try to chip off a little bit, add a little bit of water, and then right now, it's doing a little bit, which I don't know if you can see. It's kind of
You can probably see a little bit.
might be hard to see on there, but once I add the water, because not a lot of molecules are hitting it right now because it's in a gas. Once we put the water in, all that water is going to be about room temperature. It's going to start bubbling like crazy. So
Actually,
that's the fun part.
Hold on. Before we start that, we're going to cut for a second, and I'm going to actually get behind the camera and go in a little bit closer. So you guys hold on for a second, and we'll be back with a little bit better camera footage so you guys can see a little bit better what's going on. All right, back in a second.
I just watered my pants.
All right, and we're back. I got the camera a little bit different mode, so figured we'd pick it up and kind of run it around so that everybody can see what's going on and get a little bit closer view of what's going on with the science experiments. All right, so Joel,
Once again,
what's going on?
Like Bert said, if you're not watching, it's going to be kind of a little bit more boring than if you're watching, so I recommend watching this one. It's, dry ice, which is carbon dioxide, negative 109. Right now, it's not doing a whole lot. You put in some water, and ooh.
It's smoking.
Just like the mask. Smoking. Okay? And it kind of goes crazy because there's a lot more particles.
That's so cool.
Dude, we should have
so
had this
cool.
running during the entire show.
Yeah, I kind of want to say it, but there's a couple good things you can do with it. Number one is carbon dioxide. You don't want to breathe too much of it, but you gotta watch this. Ready? Kind of cool to
Joel is living on the edge, man.
It is safe to inhale as long as Bill Clinton says,
you gotta keep it.
Clinton didn't inhale.
You gotta keep it in there 3 seconds, man. That's how you know you're getting it the full effect.
Just time it, okay? But of course, I'll kind of divulge a little bit of my information. Number one, this is. That's not good.
Not only did he water his pants, he watered the carpet.
I just watered all the electronics in Jeff's house, so hopefully we don't get electrocuted here.
It's in the name of science.
Hey, it's gonna be worth it, Jeff. All right, so I'm gonna divulge a little bit of my information. This is sort of safe. I will say if you know, you can get your parent, somebody
I
who's
like when you start the sentence with sorta.
It's safe-ish.
somebody responsible. Number one, we're all wearing gloves, so I'm going to tell them a couple things that they can do at your house. Number one is this. You can cool down your beverage with this. It's kind of cool because what it's actually doing is it's going straight from that solid to a gas. That's why it's called dry ice. There's no going to a liquid in the middle of what's going on here. So if I were to put a chunk of this on the table, there would be no puddle when it was gone. It would just go straight to gas. Okay, there's gonna be no no water left in here. It goes straight to carbon dioxide. So you can keep a beverage nice and cool without watering it down. You can even put it in your beer and not have your beer watered down.
How about that?
Smoking beer. So number one cool thing you can do for dry ice in Halloween time is keep your beverage cold. So there's that. By the way, you can get this at Harris Teeter if you have a responsible adult. It's cheap. Ask for it at the counter.
What, the dry ice?
Yes.
Word.
Show your ID. You have to be 18 to buy it. I won't say what you can do with dry ice, but if you do what I'm doing, it's all legal, technically.
Don't make drugs with it.
Yes, don't make drugs. So the second thing you can do is kind of the same premise, but bringing the Halloween theme in there, is you kind of get a Ziploc bag here. I'm from the north, so I say bag. You fill the dry ice with it.
And the whole thing that you've got right there, the whole thing's full of dry ice, right?
Yeah, and it sort of goes crazy, just like it did in the past. You put it in the pumpkin.
What's in the bag? Just water?
Just water.
The pumpkin is smoking.
Pumpkin just goes crazy, and it's spewing.
Dry ice coming out of the pumpkin. It's a great Halloween effect
Looks like
right
it's
there.
vomiting, like mist.
It's getting all the demons out.
So what I'm going to have you guys do, Bert and Jeff, here's another kind of cool thing, is make sure the quarter is nice and get it kind of warm in your hand real quick. Get it nice and toasty warm.
This one is toasty.
It's getting provocative over here.
Provocative.
And
quarters.
first thing you probably want to do, now that we have our gloves on, is sort of grab a little batch of this dry ice in your hand.
I'm gonna get a glimpse of what
We can move the pumpkin out of the way too. And then, sort of like this, just grab some dry ice.
Got some.
And then, we'll try to pick this up on the mic, but it might be a little bit hard.
Scoot in the mic here. Where I was sitting.
And so what you do is, now that the quarter is nice and toasty warm, you're going to place the quarter on the dry ice, and hopefully it should vibrate like crazy and go bzzz. Okay? Like that. He got it.
I was trying to get it in the microphone. I think it picked it up.
Mine's not making noise.
Oh, see, sometimes...
Ooh, that's cold core.
And then...
I guess the
and
quarter's got to be warm.
Then once after you do it once, you have to get the quarter warm again. So you only got one shot until you try it again.
Man, that quarter's cold.
There it goes.
He got one. And I didn't get either one of mine. You guys must be better than mine. But you can get a quarter nice and hot.
He's got hot hands.
Hot hands. Hot hands.
And then you have to wait until it gets warm again. So that's another cool thing you can do at home with the dry ice. And the third thing...
So why does that happen? Why would the high pitch sound?
It's just that it's so...
it's science.
It's just science.
Why did it sound?
It's just the difference between warm and cold. You guys know that when you get a cracked windshield or whatever, it's just it just happens all of a sudden. The difference of the temperature... There was,
was
a
a
good
good
one.
one.
Oh, there was a really good one.
I actually just farted in
It's still science.
It's still science. It's just science, okay?
Oh, that core is cold.
And the last thing that I'm going to say that you can probably do is get a nice, growler jug or whatever kind of jug you got at home. Let me get some of this other stuff out of this way while you guys continue to play.
Look at all these weapons on the floor. Lighters, knives.
Alright, so you get kind of a jug. You also fill it with dry ice.
Also, where's that jug? It's Southern Hops. That's where Joel and I do trivia.
Yeah, and by
Southern Hops Brewing Company, Florence, South Carolina. Check it out.
We have a special Halloween edition, where every single category is going to be Halloween related.
Oh crap! I gotta go. When's that?
This Thursday.
Oh,
Did
man.
you get my email I sent you?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I thought you were talking to me. I'm like, why the hell did you send me an email?
Why didn't you just yell across the house?
So you load up the jug with said dry ice. You go ahead and put the water in, and hopefully it will do the same thing that it's been doing. Get water everywhere on this one, and it will.
Oh man,
Volcano.
I feel like
Well,
I'm
not
at
really.
Bennigan's.
Then, this is. I will tell you why they don't like for you to buy if you're under 18. If you were to cap this, it would not be a good thing, okay? Because obviously it would explode. But I'm gonna
I'm gonna do it anyway.
I'm gonna cap it, but I'm gonna put I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna put a little kind of
You want to know why? Because fuck them.
duct tape on the top of this.
Oh, we gotta tweak this guy. It's like a Ghostbusters thing. You singing the slime? This guy's dancing over here.
Okay, and hopefully I got myself enough duct tape.
Your love lifting me high.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
There we go. And hopefully I got enough dry ice in there. That might not be enough. We're gonna see. Okay. Then you get a little batch of bubbles and water going on the side. Man, he's got that thing going like mad now. Just keep going with that, Alan.
Okay.
Just
Dude, put it up to them.
yeah, put that thing up to the mic. And it's not steaming anymore. I need some more.
It's going crazy.
It totally sounds like we're in a witch's like house or something.
And I need some more dry ice.
I guess what, do witches live in houses with fucking caves or something?
I think it's in huts with thatch roofs.
Had straw roofs and shit.
All right, let me add a little bit more dry ice to mine. Get going real good.
This thing's moving the table.
Yeah, it's
Dude, dry ice is so fucking crazy, dude.
This is crazy.
Do you guys know what the change going directly from a solid to a gas is called? Because there's liquid, melting, condensating, and evaporation. But there's a change that's called directly from a solid to a gas.
Farting, man. that's how I do it.
Directly from your poop to a fart.
The poop shoot.
That's not it. Bert, do you know what it is?
I think the poop goes through the fart goes through the poop. That's why it stinks.
All right,
It
here we
doesn't
go.
go from one state to another. It just passes through. It passes through states.
All right, here we
What
go.
are you doing? What is going on?
So he put the Dawn in a cup, and then we've got the sort of moonshine looking esque dry ice rig going on, and that's putting the dry ice into basically making bubbles with the dry ice.
Now, put some more
Pretty
dry
neat.
ice and water in there, Jeff. Let's get this thing cranking.
Yes.
We're turning it up to 11 here, folks.
Just get this thing. This thing is not.
I feel like I want to drink this.
Don't do it.
I'm not gonna. No.
Dude,
Just get this thing going, Jeff.
Joel just said no.
There we go. And there we go.
Oh yeah.
So here we go. Oh yeah. Oh, there we go.
Also, if you're just listening to the audio.
this isn't what it sounds like.
This might be.
Oh, here we
See,
go.
like when each one of these things pops. Check this out, Bert. Ready? Pop. They have a little bit of
that's awesome.
they have a little bit of smoke in them.
So a little bit of Dawn, a little bit of dry ice, a little bit of water,
Oh, ready for this
A
one?
little bit of loving.
a little bit of love,
Oh, that's awesome.
a little bit of foreigner. You're good to go.
This is how they make the smoke on tour, Jeff. By the way, dry ice.
Dry smoke, yes.
No, not really, but
Fog machine.
you could do your own.
It's one type of smoke that's produced on tour.
Yeah. So the last thing I kind of want to talk about, is since we're talking about
Quarter.
got a good
So much fun.
got a good one that time. All right, just like super cold stuff, and kind of what the theory of absolute zero is. We're just talking about cold stuff, dry ice, but absolute zero is the point where everything stops moving, including gas and liquid and everything. It's negative 273 degrees Celsius, and the theory is that it's unattainable. Like Cal Berkeley has gone within like a degree or two of negative 273, but apparently it's impossible, and here's why. Because once whatever stops moving, a molecule of helium or hydrogen or whatever, the molecule next to it's going to stop. That molecule, and it's going to create a kind of a cascade effect. That molecule is going to stop, and so like this will be frozen. All of the gas will be frozen because this is gas right here. It's frozen, and so it'll create a cascading effect where the entire Earth would be frozen. It's kind of like the Large Hadron Collider, but frozen.
Kind of like whenever they thought that whenever they turned it on, it might basically annihilate the entire planet.
Just tweaking.
I know, but that's sort of like what absolute zero is negative 273 degrees, and there's people who spend their lives just like dedicated trying to find the absolute zero, but if they ever find it, we're gone, man. We're just going to be sitting here like this. Frozen.
Done.
Because,
Done, son.
because that building will be frozen, the ground will be frozen, it will cascade effect to the rest of all the particles of everything will be frozen.
Like the dry ice in that water right there, is that called boiling? Is that water boiling?
That is not boiling. That is insanely cold. What's happening is that it's releasing that carbon dioxide super fast because it's in a liquid instead of just at room temperature in a gas. It's still it's wicked cold. If you feel it, this thing is way cold. It's definitely not boiling. It's cold. And so it's
cold, Alan.
It's sublimating.
It's a little cold.
Drink it, Alan.
You already said no.
Just
now
don't,
you're looking at me with the bedroom eyes telling me to do it. I don't know which one's the right answer.
just don't let it touch your lips.
Okay. How am I supposed to?
That's what he said.
Hey!
Whoa!
Why is it doing that?
I don't know.
Is it not? It's not making a lot of smoke, is it? Because I put way too much in there.
Yeah, and you might have to go to a different cup because now the cup is probably cold itself.
Yeah, it's pretty cold.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
So,
Saying.
again, it doesn't water down your beverage. I mean, it's going straight from carbon dioxide to carbon dioxide. As a matter of fact, it's probably carbonating that water. That's another kind of cool thing.
Oh, wow.
Is it carbonates stuff as it sort of just sits there and chills. And there's another couple kind of cool things with this, but it gets kind of messy, and I didn't want.
You haven't made a mess.
I've already destroyed. We could blow up,
Nope.
Jeff's house, but that would not, Michelle might not.
Well, we could blow up that pumpkin. Could we blow up that pumpkin?
I could. It didn't work last time.
We can make that sound.
Man, that quarter is cold.
Yeah, so dry ice is kind of cool. It's kind of cool thing to show the kids or show your family, and kind of your just be like, ooh, smoke, and play with it and breathe it in. You guys didn't try to breathe it in. You got enough
Just
of
don't
it there.
too much cause you'll pass out.
And that's about it with the dry ice. I mean, it's get it at Harris Teeter, wear your gloves, contact your parents if you're under 18, and don't get the frostbite.
Don't get the
Don't
frostbite.
get the
Don't let it bite
frostbite.
you. Oh, we got a biter. Oh, we got a biter.
So this is awesome.
Yeah, good stuff.
I want it to make
Good
more
time.
smoke though.
Yeah, we need
It's not doing it.
we need another batch of water here because
Oh yeah.
here, put it in there. Yeah, start that one up new.
Here, you drink that, Bert, while I do this.
Go ahead. And if we really want to destroy ourselves, put it in there. Just here. We're gonna put it in with the bubbles. This one's gonna be crazy right here. I'm only gonna put one because this is where the bubbles come.
Bubbles.
See, the Dawn is in there. That
bubble,
one.
Bubbles.
This is where I didn't want to get too messy, but I just canceled out my idea of not getting messy. Whoa.
That looks awesome.
Science.
Science. Aliens.
See, try to grab it and try to pop them all at once.
Oh, where'd it go?
Oh man, he just blew my fucking
your
mind,
nose.
man.
It smells really clean in here now.
First time ever.
It's like snow, but it's not. Trying to get one so I can do this again.
He got good at that, man. I mean,
All right, dry
Cool, dude.
ice.
Joel, this was awesome.
Yeah,
Thank you
good
so
stuff,
much.
man.
yeah, dude.
Good stuff.
I love the experiments. I didn't have any other cool cold stuff, but when we get to heat and flames,
yeah.
We're gonna make lasers.
We can blow a lot more stuff up, like
Yeah.
fire, like combustion type stuff.
yeah, cold stuff is cool, but
We can do it. We can do it in my yard.
I do have a request. If we could make a lightsaber, that would be great. Can we do that?
Can we get on that?
Can we make a hoverboard?
Oh, dude, yeah. You make me a hoverboard. Make
Okay,
Jeff a
all right,
lightsaber.
Lundberg.
Just next time we'll make a time machine, and then we'll
oh
be
yeah,
fine.
we'll go from playing with dry ice to a time
Flux
machine, no
capacitor,
problem.
yes.
just next time, flux capacitor here on the
All
Geekyest.
right, all right.
Next time on the Geekiest, flux capacitor.
I think
It's a real thing. We
hairless
actually
cats.
made one.
Hairless cats.
Weird.
It's gonna be weird.
All right.
All right, so I think that's gonna wrap it up for this week. We got Science Sunday. We got the last segment of Alan's Fear Fest. We got some really cool dry ice stuff.
That's
So
going
neat.
crazy now.
And please make sure you check out the video on YouTube. 'Cause it was, oh,
Crap.
that's awesome. It's kind of like whenever whenever you put too much detergent in the dishwasher and the whole thing just starts exploding with bubbles.
Yeah.
It's wiling out.
And Jeff's just like, please don't hurt my house.
I was about to say.
Okay, let's wrap it up so we can
the,
clean
look,
up.
the look on Jeff's face is priceless. It's like, please no, stop doing that. Please no.
Yeah, okay, it's about
That's
to come
awesome.
over the side now.
Okay, we're the Geekiest.
Yep, that's gonna wrap it up for us this week. Science Sunday, October Fear Fest, and some news. I'm Bert,
I'm Alan.
I'm Jeff.
I'm Joel.
and we're the Geekiest. Remember to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and on YouTube. We are out. See you guys next week.
Bye bye.